We hit on it too. So Lara, this map is going to be a fun one as we start things off hot. A tiny little compound to play around with is right below the aquarium. Pina, Kororo on the red-hand side here on the flank. Time turner pulled out. Safety play from the side of Falcons. No aggression off of AG just yet. Just looking to pull that side to their side.
Now let's see though. They had the airdrop. Now Kororo. Shorty in hand.
Oh, wow.
And the finisher. Great timing. It seems like everyone was just waiting for the perfect moment to apply that finisher. But again, that flame mirage didn't get so much of damage, but the coverage or the cover as well in terms of visibility that helped them go for that push.
And Limit, the sniper, doing so well with the shorty. 777 on the damage, 2 eliminations. Didn't get touched. No helmet this time around though. And obviously they are brave because they know that their opponents would not have a lot of loot on them. Not a lot of resources on them because they're low in economy. And it's not even the second game, so no deagles for them. So nothing to worry about to protect the head.
Well, let's see now. I mean, we are in a little bit pause, but it is going to continue. AN94 for the hands of Limit. Now, this is going to be deadly, especially if they do have that enhanced hammer. They will be able to make those shots a little bit more sharper. But let's see now. 3 seconds for it to begin. And round number 2. Super Bonfire already placed. And everyone, finally, Smoke Vortex to cover it up. Best used in this map of Aquarium.
Absolutely. Nameless. On for the push, Pina. 180. Looks for a little bit of backup here out of Limit. SDAN. On for the sprays, the assault rifle. Giving him a little bit. And Dew with the bait and switch. But does he have the numbers here to stay alive? A sliver of health left here for Dew. Has to take action. On fire, back up on his feet. And Dew in a clutch situation. But could not get it done due to the low HP.
Yeah, that's due to the low HP. That's a really tough situation. And at some point, you will need to back away, but there's no time as well. The blue was closing in on him, and there's not so much of room for him to hide. But that glass could have saved him if Limit didn't move on with that jump, as well as a mini Uzi, switching over with that secondary. Now, that's 2-point lead already for Team Falcons, and Parafoul in the hands of Dew. Now, this angle and archway we're in, they can converge in the middle, and that opening once you turn that corner might be what Dew needs to get that first knock.
Cyber airdrop time, baby. It's going to be fishing both of them out. Pina with a sharp headshot. Of all players, he manages to drop Dew down. That's pure luck if you ask me. But as the boys circle around, AG Global in so much of trouble, losing 3 players in a row. Nameless all alone now, Nep.
It's tough though. If you don't have the team booster, you don't have 7.5 seconds, you won't be able to go for that pickup. And it's just tough to see that they have been taken out quite quickly in the beginning, especially as Dew being targeted right there. But the time turner did save a little bit of time for them as well as a knock, but unfortunately no conversion. And I guess no one was completely eliminated for side of Team Falcons. Thus, they still maintain their weapon.
3 victories in a row, Falcons. Beating the crap out of the current world champs. Because this is a best of 3. AG Global has got steam to turn things around. But exposed now, Falcons, thanks to the Aurora vision off of that Coda. Popped just in the nick of time. But question is, Cypher Max 7 goes in for the chase. Great glue wall protection! And Limit nails him down, followed up by Pina. AG really getting packed, about to be sent home. Well, not home in that way, but Dew, again the final survivor of the squad.
It's tough though. I mean, it doesn't have that so much support, despite of having a weapon as well as speed. But against 3 and a Mag 7, you don't have you have little chance to surviving that onslaught. Now, Dew, no HP recovered just yet, but he does have better position. Super medkit. Just make sure to top it off, plus that ice grenade. Now, he gets information. moves up and down quite quickly. It might be able to go in, but no, the Nero tags him. So his position is already relayed to the rest of the team.
Well, this is a one-sided battle for sure. As deep. I mean, I don't know if it's doing looking for clutch because man was definitely running out of time. And finally, when he had to hop on it, you know exactly how that was to crumble that. HG go 4 rounds down, Falcons. 2 rounds from pulling the on the game.
It's tough, though. It's tough for AG Globals at this point. Seems like they're losing coordination and doesn't have that much opening. And that's one thing about Solara. It's more of building plays. Like, doesn't have that much opening for Ju to make his way in the snipes. So let's see on how it works on the switcheroo in Eco Drain as Dude takes the same position, but against him would be 2 players, Nameless, waiting for the opportunity. And earlier, the ideation of AG Global was pristine. Throw all those ice grenades and then glue walls to block their approach, but it's just the timing that was off.
Kororo, no. Caught out in the open. The Tatsuya just a little bit too overzealous. Traded out alongside Nameless. Just could not get it done. The backup. The electrotherapy player just put open and gets punished. But all alone tries for a sneaky turnaround. Doesn't even get 5 rounds in a row. Match for 1. Falcons. It looks like they're back.
Seems like they are back. And Wings is on full spread right now, so they can fly high. Now, let's see on how well they can get back into play. Double AWM for the side of On Fire and Limit, M590 on Pina, plus a Mag 7 in Kororo. So we are seeing the ideation that we've seen from the draft, but the delay is what's throwing what AG Global has, what AG Global has planned out against that active skill pick earlier.
Falcons again going for the point. Not worrying much about their life. They've got the weapons to deal with the situation. But the problem now is it's round 6, bro. AG Global money as well. Enough to buy inwards set up off this map side. 7 but Kororo dropped down to the ground already. Cypher just absolutely sharp with the shotgun. Pina M590 about the timing. Could not get anything done up against Arrow. Looks like the Mag 7s are really popped off.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, if it's not a Trogon, it's Mag 7. And it seems like a chance for AG Global to bring this back. But Limit and On Fire still full health, especially with Super Bonfire up close and personal. Limit tried to go and make that shot. But unfortunately, it's a 2v1 situation. There you have it. Team Falcons winning the first game.
6-0 is no joke. The boys are still pushing on in. It means if Falcon wins this map as well, they will shut down AG 2-0. But if AG wins, they buy themselves a little bit of an extension. Smoke Vortex straight up just to open up the mid part of the game. You can see the Super Bonfire just set up there as well, just so that they can get up front and get boosted up.
Yeah, Super Bonfire being lit up with that Ignis Flame Mirage. But let's see, Nameless in good position. A little bit of roll. And will he be able to? No! It was still rolling and he stepped in onto the airdrop, throwing it off and missing that opportunity for the shot. Hopefully, they can recover and Pina is almost being taken down right now. No pickup capability if Pina will be able to go in for that shot. But there you have it, AG Global first point.
I am just shocked. Pina did have the scythe as well. And absolutely unfortunate as the airdrop just messed up his gameplay there. Obviously, everybody wants the scythe, but, you know, you can't get a little too excited when you go in there for the drop. AG Global with the first round, thanks to that.
Yeah, well, let's see now. We have G36 being pulled in by both Limit X7 as well as On Fire. A Deagle from Cypher, or would it be transferred over to Ju? Now, let's see. AG Global still a full stack into the mid, splitting up just in this order, but no, Nameless out in the open. Knowing that Limit X7 can reach a rooftop plus On Fire on second floor, that is deadly for Team Falcons.
scythe in the hands of Nameless, but in round number 2, you are asking for trouble if you try for it. Nameless with a grenade. And we do have the Deagles in play as well. I don't have to remind everyone what happens when Limit picks up the Deagle. But what's the crazy part about this is, brings in the G36 instead of the Deagle. Don't you feel that it's a little sus, Neptune?
I think it's a long range that they're aiming for, but as you can see, Limit 7,
wow.
second, rooftop. Only a few HP remaining for their opponent, but Crimson Crush, will he recover that much? Unfortunately, Limit 7 for 3.
Oh my goodness. Up on the roof. G36 in hand. Just punishing player after player. Just getting those tags in. Not allowing Cypher to get the approach. And of course, the Orion saving Nameless for quite a little bit. But up against 3 players, not even the Crimson Crush can save you from your dreams being crushed. And Falcons only 1 round back.
Let's see. So far, it's 1 for 1. The scores economy might be somewhat equal at this point. Now, Team Falcons heading straight. Now, this is what AG Global might be able to take advantage of, but we're not seeing someone going in on the second floor from that compound behind this central building. And Limit 7 is the ones taking reins on the second floor once again. They have a chance to get to the roof, but they need to be cautious not to be spotted.
Barros must never have held left on him. AG Global. Well, looks like we're about to head into game 3 if this is the case. Falcons. What a name. A nade onto Nameless on top of everything else. And to think that it was the Steffi that was stolen on the side of Falcons. They were not looking to protect themselves off of those nades. They were planning to use the nades, and they didn't want their opponents to have the Steffi.
That's one thing, though. I mean, I'm thinking about it. Now, it's not. You did mention about the additional skills, additional benefits of having a Steffi, but they can also be used as a bait. If you pull that and like just leave it in the ground or leave it one player with a Steffi on, then it can bait your opponents to move around on the wait before they trigger anything. And they can, like, that's probably one thing the Team Falcons have been doing, just to delay the push of AG Global.
Great blue wall here by Pina. Oh, beautifully dodges the Flame Mirage as well as he rotates towards the top. Nameless pulling out the Crimson Crush so early, but finds on fire as he warps out of the orb. Beautifully done with the timing. And now Kororo has got an opportunity here for the pickup, but the backstab is timely. Dew going in for the pressure. Nameless finds one. Time Turner pulled out as well, making his job a tad bit easier. But Falcons in trouble as Pina left standing all alone.
Run, Pina, run. With the damage coming from the blue, not so much to run out for. Now, Barros already taking side, Pina rather, on a Deagle, but the blue will damage him even more. The finisher coming from Barros, bringing the score 2 in this game.
Yeah, this is what we want to see. A little bit of what we were seeing off of the game between PE and Heavy. But the battle between AG and Falcons, I tell you, it's a little bit more exciting, I have to say, with the way they're moving. But of course, still back and forth, keeping the fan base a little nervous. Like you said, earlier, a lot of AG fans, of course, they're the global champions. But now all of a sudden, Falcons having some fans as well, Neptune.
Now let's see though. I mean, AG might gather a lot more fans. Nameless is really equipped to go for the damage. Scar level 3 in hand. Guerrero already taking point with a Deagle and a rush on to Pina. Now Nameless, if not for the smoke, he might have been gone in the shot already, but with the Nero being pulled out, that pulls them away from the engagement.
Yeah, Pina sprayed down, even though he had the electrotherapy connected onto him. Basic therapy just not saving his life. Kororo, a sliver of health left on him. Cypher traded out on fire, will expire. No pickups just yet, as AG Global looks to overtake Falcons on the number of round victories. Kororo shut down as well with the MP5, and Barros picking up a double for himself to make sure AG gets ahead.
Now, great positioning. And it seems like the timing of AG Global is improving over time because they reeled everyone from Team Falcons in, or frontliners from Team Falcons in the middle, and they boxed him out, especially with that Nero being pulled out. It just throws up the speed of what Team Falcons can use in terms of repositioning. So let's see if this can work because there's not so much of moving space, especially in peak, and Team Falcons might be able to get this chance up close and personal against AJ.
And this time around, Falcons sticking together, moving straight in here for the cyber drop, looking for the second point of the cyber drop. Initially on the first cyber point, obviously gaining a little bit of an advantage here, but it's not enough. Aimless is stepping away from harm's sight. Pina with the wild sprays onto Nameless. Finds nothing. Oh! That second connection. Pina finds him and nails him down finally. MP5 for the win as Falcon picks up their second cyber point. But Barrow steps right back in there. Hits a double. Limit on the ground. Pina expires. On fire. Can't hold his own against two. But he separates them with the glue wall. Puts one down with the M590. Gets the pickup as well. Leaving Dew all alone in a clutch situation. As On Fire pulls the trigger one last time. And AG Global, wow, what a comeback, what a step up.
Well, Azito and On Fire was pristine on the M590, but I'm pretty sure Ativa was in play from that moment, especially with the quick pickup that has been done. But unfortunately for AG Global, they couldn't recover. So that will be a loss in their economy right now. And as you can see, they have to invest or reinvest, I would say, from a couple of level 2s M590, and they lost that car as well. Limit X7 though, double AWM, making it deadly, especially in this part of the woods.
Yeah, making it rain with the coins, bro. Double AWMY. That stuff's not cheap, my friend. But of course, they're all equaled up. Double cyber points on the side of Falcons, which still means they have a great advantage in this game. And On Fire, what a pop out from that chrono. And it wasn't even theirs to begin with. So this is fantastic from the overall looks of things. Once again, cyber point supremacy. Karoro, Limit, everybody dancing into round 4 victory.
They're just baiting in AG Global, thinking that they could win. Now, Team Falcons seems like they're carrying it, and you know how it is in Clash Squad mode. At this level, at this point in time of this round or of this match, the snowball effect would be detrimental for the opponents, especially for AG Global, I would say, because economy as it keeps increasing. The weapons would be increasing as well, and for AG Global, they're only left to force buy just to make sure that they have enough to go against Team Falcons.
Yeah. Shout out to the Observer showing us a wrecked car, getting us a good view of it. But what's better than that is I like how he panned away from it, getting back into the action. UAV out of the skies first. That's going to be priority number 1 as Nameless and Barros wrap around the wall. Great glue wall barricade here by Team Falcons. Nameless just walking straight in here. Has to be careful, but obviously is brave because of that Orion. Going in for the distraction. On Fire on the other hand. Flanking around. Has the level 3 MP5. Big gun in hand. But AG backing away.
Now let's see. Guerrero with nade cooking. Will it be popping off against AG Global? I think that would be retracted. And there you have it. On Fire going down. Pina will be going down. AG Global seems like the timing is what they were playing up, making sure that they have the distance as well as the zone to help them out on the damage. And only one remains, and AG Global equalizes it 4-4. It's not over yet.
Yeah, great initial aggression, forcing Falcons to wrap around the warehouse. And then choosing to not move because they knew they had the advantage, because with the position that they forced Falcons to take, when the circle starts moving in, Falcons will be pressured to approach AG Global. And with that advantage, they just overwhelmed them. This is a superb setup on the side of AG Global. But 4 apiece in this game number 2. There are only 2 more rounds for us to see exactly who gets to oust each other. And On Fire looking for the opportunity here. 3 wins, and I hope this one goes the distance by the looks of things.
Now, let's see though. I mean, Hangar is one that snipers really love because of that elevation and rooftop. But on fire, putting so much of damage, Kiroro managed to go for a knock with the ice grenade. Now, Limit X7 up close and personal. This one we talked about up close and personal. You can pull off that snipe, but unfortunately he gets shot first. Support on the second floor doesn't work, and it is Dew who made that win possible for AG Global.
Yeah, like I said, man, if Dew had 0 eliminations in that previous game, it just meant that AG Global was not trying just yet. And now look at them slowly stack up. On match point, double cyber points victory on the side of AG Global. So they get to access the cyber store as well. So Falcons have no advantage anymore. In fact, they are at a disadvantage. One more round loss. And AG Global gets to push this into a game number 3. How crazy it'll be if they end up winning it 2-1.
Yeah, I do agree. Now, Shipyard, when we thought that the snipers will be keeping distance, probably it's because it is a potential last game. So they want to stick together. They want to get that elevation and give way for either Saifa or Dew to make those snipes. But the spread is not looking good for AG Global, especially with how it is going to end up if Team Falcons rotate. What? Great escape from Kiroro.
Yeah, Kiroro got tagged up by the plushie as well. So they got information off of him. He lost a little bit of HP on the way out, but great footwork from Kiroro. Knowing his way around the containers, managing to slip away in the nick of time. And now Steffi pulled out extra defense, and Pina just turns the 180. Great play on the painted refuge and response as well. Timely attack. But AG losing those players. Barros down and out as well. Limit and Kiroro put down. Pina just got picked right back up and rolled right back down. Nameless! What a play! What a comeback! All Gamers Global are not done just yet.
Oh, it seems like it can go either way. The portals that threw off the game, threw off the opponents in the game of PN Heavy, well, same approach, but the only difference is the split being done by Team Falcons.
Yeah, and look at the super bonfire laid out there. They practiced this one quite a number of times, got there in the nick of time, knew exactly where to camp. So the layout of the super bonfire, I think, is super clutch out here. But AG Global's just overwhelming them on this pistol round. On fire down, Kiroro found as well. Saifa looking for another full find. Exactly that. Although Dew gets traded out here by Limit. M500 from afar. Pina spotted out. Limit trying to go in here for the backup. But it looks like Pina's going to get hunted down before he gets here.
Let's see. I mean, they are split right now, and if one gets tagged, information will be relayed. Pina will be taken down, and a reversal has been done. 1v2 situation. If he can make that hit, that could have been clutch, but unfortunately, Saifa Nameless is ready for it. And the first point goes to AG Global.
Yeah, AG Global, very aggressive on this one. With the initial takedown onto On Fire, obviously getting the numbers advantage for themselves. But what was beautiful is the fact that AG Global did not allow Falcons to dictate the pace, right? They saw the super bonfires, they got a couple of shots on in, and then quickly repositioned themselves so that they could flank around the players of Falcons who had already invaded their space. And I thought that maybe having that backup of Pina just holding the backlines might save Falcons there, but AG Global very well aware of the space around them, taking him out of the equation as well. And of course, AG with the first round nip.
Yeah, first round now. Switch on position. Now, it's quite different from what we've seen earlier. Only a couple of players going in for that push, but that will cost them Limit X7. Nameless already on that Kingfisher waiting game on the rotate. But Saifa is regrouping with them. But Barros taking down Kiroro on that rooftop and didn't even expect that you can reach that part.
Yeah, and great plays coming through from these players. Just absolute awareness of the map as well as the magic that they can pull out of it with a little bit of creativity off of the glue wall, right? Getting it as a boost, jumping up high enough, and of course the VSS, the super weapon with the rate of fire, allowing him to get that knock. And AG Global 2 rounds in a row, making this one look well planned, well executed. Third round in, they still should have the advantage. But Falcons, this is where they get to turn the tides a little bit for themselves. They may not be able to afford everything in the shop, but good enough guns to overwhelm AG if they slow the pace down.
Now let's see and how they can slow it down. Great rotation being done by AG Global, all stacked on one side. And this is what you need, especially in that platforms right here. If one gets knocked down, that's easy pick up. And they did manage to split up Team Falcons. Pina is already on one side, so it's just one jump and he will be taken out.
Yeah, Dew's really low. No medkit. So this is a sticky situation. The boys didn't expect that at all. As Cypher turns around, Kingfisher looking for a couple of heads, finding absolutely none. On fire, in trouble. VSS in hand. And it looks like the Nero gets taken out of the equation. Could be a misplaced toss there.
Yeah, I guess that's a little bit of panic. He saw the opponent trying to make sure that he gets damage before getting that shot. But right now, it's more of the timing. AG Global stack on one side, another one from Team Falcons would be knocked down, but Nameless will be taken out as well. Cypher needs a little bit of cover. Not so much of glue wall can be used to protect him, and AG Global still managed to win that fight. It's now 3-0.
Oh, this is trouble. So the force buy out of Falcons just didn't work out, and like I said, they needed to slow down the pace. And they did not slow down the pace. Instead, they just wanted to get a little bit of a hold on that upper floor. But on the way up, multiple players got tagged really badly off of the VSS. All the VSSs, in fact, held by the AG Global players. I mean, you want to stack that gun. The gun's a good gun.
Oh yeah, definitely. And let's see though, all the players, VSS, hopefully they have the boost in there as well with an enhanced hammer. And only Nameless, I believe, is the one getting a Kingfisher. They don't have a range though, but let's see on how they will change, turn things around. AG Global just buying time as they go in for the flank, splitting Team Falcons up.
Okay, Mannequin taken down, but the boy just got marked, so he can't really get super aggressive just yet. Great play off that Nero. Dew, low in HP, and the distraction allows Nameless to shut down Limit. What a team play. Information given. And the Nero plushie getting the job done. Pina with the counter as he takes Cypher out of the equation, but I feel like the damage has been done already. Kororo down on the floor. Pina, the final player left here with barely anything on him.
Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, with the blue closing in, you know, it's comparing to Battle Royale, the blue damage or the zone damage is quite steep in Clash Squad. So you don't want to hang on the edge of the circle, but what can you do? You only have one opening and everyone from AG Global has their sights on you.
AG Global asking, wait, what was that show? You wonder, one-sided smash courtesy of AG Global? Okay. 4-0. 2 more rounds from is absolutely whooping Falcons back into shape after giving them the first game earlier, looking like they were nothing. And again, like I said, if Dew was not getting a single elimination, then there's something definitely off with this game, right? But again, if you look at the setup now, AG Global, because there's no medkits in the current state of the game, you just have to be really careful with your approach. Multiple times, Dew has been forced to play it slow because he lost a little bit too much of life early on.
Let's see though if they'll be able to recover from that. Kororo up close and personal. Cypher was taken down. Team Booster will help them to be picked up, but let's see if there's something that Team Falcons can recover from. Cypher might be recovering. Hopefully there is time for them to move, but Nameless right now up close and personal. Mini Uzi doesn't even have to get a primary to go for the knockdown.
On fire. Final player alive in a 1v. Nope, make that none v for match point, series point for AG Global. 5-0 they sit here on the final game available between these two teams out of Thailand. And AG, a mirror flip of that first game here in the final one.
I guess it is what AG Global is playing with. They just was reading Team Falcons gameplay, and now they are giving up, or they are showing up on how to counter it. Now let's see if this will happen. Same as was expected. VSS still in play, but MAD2B from the hands of AG Global, if I'm seeing that correctly.
I think you definitely saw that one. Correct. Oh, beautiful. Mannequin's out. Cypher gets marked. No need to worry because just about 5 seconds for that to get cooled down. Barros, on the other hand, from afar, Cypher shuts down Kororo, spots him out in the open, on fire, taken down as well. Nameless Pina. Nameless looking for the shutdown. And unfortunately for Falcons, they just got rolled over in this first game. Somebody better prepare for a barbecued Falcon.